So the podcast Her Way, the intended objective was it's one of those things where you don't know it unless you see it, right? When I was growing up, my generation was very fortunate. We actually saw the women empowerment movement. We were able to see the first female vice president. We were able to see our first chief justice, who happened to be female. We have a president who was fully behind supporting women. Uganda actually has one of the highest percentages when it comes to women's representation in politics. But it extended beyond politics. We actually saw it in, I would say, in the arts and culture. We saw it in business. We saw a lot of women doing amazing things for themselves. So having grown up in that generation, it was not unusual for me to step up as a female leader. But what we started to find out especially when I was coming up in the industry, I'm a TV producer, when I was on a show called The Hostel, which is a drama series that I produced back in the day many years ago, what I noticed with many of the women that I would meet is that they were too timid to be behind the camera. A lot of them said, I want to be in front of the camera, but I don't want to be behind the camera. So I found myself having to encourage them and talk to them and say, why won't you step up and actually talk to people? Like, if you want to be an editor, be an editor. Women make great editors. If you want to be a director, you can do that. It can go way beyond whatever you think you're supposed to. One of the things that I did with a separate group when we went to Makerere University to talk to the, I think it was the drama department, is after we had a talk with the young girls there, that we had some of them come and talk to us and say, I didn't think what you're doing was possible. And I was questioning, well, what do you mean what I do? I said, well, I didn't know women could direct, that they could write, that they could actually edit, all these things. This is just 2019. This is not that far back when a young lady told me that, because she already felt that pressure of, I know that once I leave university, I have to get married, I know I have to have kids, and I'm not going to be able to balance. I even saw it amongst our own fellow comrades in media, who had to balance being the family person at the same time also being the professional person. So what we found that's very important with Her Way and telling these stories is to let them know that there are women who are just like you. They're mothers, they're wives, they have obligations, terrible things have happened to them, but they've been able to overcome them, and this is how you can do it too. Don't sit there and start saying, woe unto me, I'm a woman, what can I do? These women have actually gone on to overcome these challenges and actually thrive, and their best and biggest champions have actually been men.
Download the app on App Store or Google Play Store now. Vision Digital Experience, the future of media.